Today's tablets, which do you choose? With Aaron Brenkus.
Hello, this is Aaron from Fandotech, and I'm here to talk to you about tablets. All the different kinds, all the different devices we have available nowadays. I think tablets are going to become a very important thing. There's all different types out there now, so there's a lot of discussion as to which one's the best, which one's the most useful for whatever you need. There's a lot of things to be said about tablets, so let's take a look at them.
Tell us about Apple's iPad and iPad 2.
Yeah, see, we have the iPad is an excellent device in regards to productivity in that it's fast enough. It doesn't require a boot up. It's a lot zippier. The only drawback, of course, is the fact that it doesn't allow for alternative interfaces like mice, keyboards. It doesn't allow for network connectivity as easily. Printing from an iPad is an interesting task, to say the least. But you can do it, just you have to use the right kind of software.
What about multitasking on the iPad?
Well, there is no multitasking. The iPad 2 technically uses multitasking. It doesn't do as good a job, shall we say, as most devices at this point. But the iPad unitasks is better than any other device out there right now. If you set it to do something, it does it quite well. It has an excellent video. Video on it is excellent. The screen is quite crisp. The interface itself is very tactile. It's just not as fast as a keyboard and mouse, shall we say. And of course, you can always use a Bluetooth keyboard with an iPad if you really wanted to get that keyboard feel.
Does the iPad work with Adobe Flash?
It has no Flash, which tends to be a bit of a detractor nowadays because most websites use Flash for their small interfaces, that sort of thing. And without it, that is a bit of a drawback. But by and large, the iPad is still the big tablet device right now, the must-have.
Now tell us about Windows tablets.
Windows tablets, I feel, are close but not there yet. They require a lot more horsepower than any of the other portable OSs do. And because they require more horsepower, they require more battery power. They require more processing power, and all of these things together, it puts a drain on the device itself. And now Windows 7 in and of itself can be used as a touch system, but it's not really useful as a touch system. Should we say it's too slow for proper functionality.
So, do you expect Windows 8 to change the game for Windows tablets?
From what I've seen, Windows 8 could potentially alleviate that problem. The Windows 7 Mobile is a step towards Windows 8 already. Windows 7 Mobile, the newest version called is out, and it overcomes a lot of the limitations in how touch tactile function works. It should be interesting to see how that progresses in the next couple months to years with Windows 8 coming out. They are behind on the curve, though, drastically compared to the other OSs that are out there for tablet devices.
Tell us about Android tablets.
Right now, the Android tablet seems to be a bit of the front runner in regards to flexibility, mostly because it's an open source system. Google allows the operating system to be used by anyone who wants to use it, and allows them to tweak it however they want to tweak it, which makes it very useful for people like phone providers, because a phone provider can give you a front end that looks nothing like an Android OS if they want to, but they can have all the functionality of the Android OS underneath. And they can also restrict what you can do if they choose that you don't want, they don't want you to be able to tether their device, they don't want you to be able to use it as a mobile hotspot. They can shut in the programming of the device itself, which makes it great for them. And also for consumers, because it's such an open-ended OS. A lot of things function across different types of Google device. The market share is still in the iPhone phase where everyone wants the new shiny iPhone, but the Google OS seems to be doing it closer to useful. The order I would say probably would be iPhone, then Android, then Windows, and BlackBerry fourth and final running behind. There are others out there that are Linux-based OSs, very much not in the mainstream sector yet.
What kind of support do Windows and Android tablets have for plug-and-play accessories?
Windows devices do have the best plug-and-play compatibility still. The Windows 7, because if Windows 7 has a driver for it, it'll be Windows 7 tablet. And Windows 7 has a driver for just about everything. And there's almost always a USB port on a Windows device. The Android-type devices are just now in the most recent update of the Android OS, Honeycomb 3.1, allowing for USB interconnectivity. Right now it's sort of restricted to just mice and keyboards. You can definitely see things expanding as the OS expands. And the OS is still really in its infancy. They're doing a lot more things with it. It should be interesting to see, again, how things progress. I really see us as on the forefront of a new technology that it's moving, but it's not moving. It's not moving, say, somebody thought it would, but it's going.
So which tablets would you recommend for business productivity today?
Today, technology-wise, I'd recommend the iPad 2 is an excellent tablet for anybody that wants to use it for office use if they choose to get a Bluetooth-type keyboard set up so that they can interface with, like, say, a Citrix environment, which is a lot of offices use those as well. You can connect to a Windows-based PC and use it just like a Windows-based PC. Great. Android has the same functionality, and both those, like right now, the two tabs I've been really looking at is the Toshiba Drive and the Asus Transformer. The Asus Transformer is interesting because it's a tablet that can also work as a netbook. Netbooks, only because it docks with what they call a keyboard dock. The keyboard dock also has a battery in it, which extends the life of the device. Keyboard dock also allows for a mouse to be plugged in, a keyboard or pointing device, which is really nice for people that are going to be spending more time using the device as a functional office equipment device as opposed to a point and touch, show you what you want to see type display device, which comes in handy.
Well, Aaron, thank you for all this information.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you, and I'm sure there'll be more along the way of different recordings and videos for you to check out. I'm always talking about hardware and the directions that it's going. I do it as a personal hobby as well as a job. So this is kind of fun for me. So talk to you some other time. Thank you.
This video has been a presentation of Fandotech. All rights reserved.